What's up, Hollywire? I'm Drake Bell.
Hot with desire, baby, hold up, don't blow out the fire. Slow burn, that's how I want it. Now a little sweat never hurt nobody.
What's up, Hollywire? I'm here with Drake Bell. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We are playing Hollywords with Drake Bell.
Spin it this way.
Whichever way you want, I think.
Weird food combinations.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, honestly, for me, ketchup and mustard. I think mustard's disgusting.
I do too.
I don't. Yeah, right?
It's terrible.
People are so into it. I was doing a show the other day, and they use a bunch of whipped cream and cake batter and certain sweet things to make all these things that are red and blue and green. But for the yellow, they used mustard.
Ugh.
And so the smell of mustard, we're caked in the smell of mustard. I'm like, no one can smell this at home. No one knows it's really mustard. But
You
anyway.
could use anything else.
Yeah, anything else, it's yellow. It was awful. And the kid that was with me, he's like, oh, mustard's my least favorite thing in the world. Oh, I hate mustard. And I was like, oh, you and me, kid. Like, this is...
We're in this together.
Yeah, we're in this together. This is awful. It was in our hair. It was in our... anyway, that's a weird... It may not be for you, but it is for me. Netflix or night out? Netflix. I'd have to say Netflix. I like just being at home. I'm never home, so I like to...
I was just gonna say, I'm sure when you're at home, you actually want to enjoy it.
Pet peeve? I think there should be a line at the airport for people who travel a lot and people who don't. It's like their first time ever, and they have the questions for everything, and they don't listen, so they just they don't take their shoes off, their laptops and their computers are in 3 different bags. They don't, I think that's one of my pet peeves. There should be separate lines for. I don't want to be mean or anything like that, but
no,
I think that's what I think there should just be some type of proof to be hey, I'm here all the time. Go
veterans
through here.
And amateur lines.
Exactly, yeah. It's hey, it's your first vacation, you've never traveled before, you don't know that you can't take that on the airplane, and then they have an argument with the person about it, and you're standing there behind the person having the argument about the thing that's clearly, and they're standing in front of a sign that literally has what they're arguing about with a giant, circle through it, and you're just just turn around and read, and then you won't, and throw it away and buy it when you land. I don't know. Private jet or yacht? Oh, private jet. Private jet. That solves my problems. Then I'm a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
Ese momento de enamorarnos a fuego lento y amor. Tu movimiento hace que ya arde me queme por dentro.
You dropped a single in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always spoken Spanish, or is that what made you decide that you wanted to do a song?
I have a big fan base down in Latin America, and I've been going down there for the past few years. And I'd do songs and I'd cover songs in Spanish live, and they would just love it. So this was the first opportunity I've had to actually release something original in Spanish. And I mean, I speak enough to kind of get around, but I'm not fluent or anything. So I definitely had some help in the studio, and some other writers spoke the language so that it made sense. So we weren't just using Google Translate or something. But no, it all turned out well, and it is a little daunting a bit, when you're in there and it's not your first language, and luckily I had friends helping me along. But you always wonder, is this going to sound awful to the fans, and is the accent going to be right, and am I going to sound like I know what I'm saying? And but the fans have really enjoyed it, and the feedback has been great.
So I was checking you out before this, and I saw that you have clearly been to Hawaii and Australia. What's your favorite place that you've been to, and what's your next go-to place that you need to
My favorite place in the world is Hawaii. That's where I would love to just move and live. Yeah, that's where I want to end up.
How often do you go?
I try to go at least once a year. I really love Mexico, surprisingly. I really, I'm there all the time, but it really is a place that I love. Australia was cool. I haven't been to Asia. I'd really love to go to Asia. I've been all over Europe. Europe was cool. I love Amsterdam. Amsterdam's a really, really beautiful city and really picturesque. It looks like all those puzzles that you buy at the store that have the little babbling brooks and little windmills and beautiful tulip gardens and everything. It's kind of seems fake when you're there,
Yeah. So what's next for you?
Yeah, I've got more music I'm working on and dropping, and then I'm just always on the road. So it's whenever anyone's what do you have, coming up? I'm just more shows.
More
But yeah,
music.
I'm just constantly on the road. I'm in town like 2-3 days a month. It's crazy.
Where are you excited about going?
There's areas in Mexico that I haven't been, like we're gonna do Mexicali. I just did Oaxaca, which was really cool. I'd never been there. We're gonna do Torreon, I haven't been to. So it's always cool to just kind of go to places that you've never been. I've been all over the States, so whenever I'm touring in the States, it's just kind of like, hopefully it's somewhere cool, you know, not just like kind of in the middle of nowhere where there's like a gas station and a hotel and the venue, you know?
Yeah.
So the States is kind of like, well, I've already been all over here. So whenever we get out of the country, it's really exciting.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, absolutely, thank you.
All right, thanks Hollywire. Stay tuned for the next video.